No, I didn't realize I was still connected to my Discord. What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I hope you guys are doing well. Didn't realize that trying to record this, that I was still connected to my Discord, which I was using my Discord for apparently today's first and failed attempt of a Mario Kart 8 session. But how are you guys doing? It is December 20th of 2025, and it is literally actually 5:25 p.m. at the time of this recording, and I have already basically exhausted a good portion of my existence. But how are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. I am currently actually got some feel good music. I did get some Mario Karting in. Basically, I had to do it by myself with some with the NPCs. But hopefully, the next couple of sessions go well. I have a session that will be scheduled for December 24th of 2025. Of course, it's Christmas Eve. And then I have another session that I want to do for December 26th, and I'll probably have a session or two after for the new year. So what is going on exactly with HPJ? How's everything going? Well, I just wrapped up my last therapy session for this month, and actually for the next few therapy sessions, we're going to be cutting back to monthly sessions instead of bi-weekly sessions. Simply because it's been a lot easier to, it'll be a lot easier to basically just manifest things, put things into perspective, and then hopefully have things go out. A big news to you guys is I have not made the video yet, and no one watches these, but I'm going to continue to make these. Yeah, that's right. HPJ is going to continue to do podcasts, a weekly podcast every week, once a week if needed, just to help mellow things out. It was something that I talked about with my therapist, and a verbal journal definitely does help out. Um, Easing the mind, calming things down, and really putting a positive perspective on everything. And it really would help me out tremendously to have such a positive way of expressing, my hurt, my pain, my anguish, all those types of things into a more um, reasonable area. So even if people don't watch this, at least I know therapeutically, I was able to voice everything I needed to in a period of time in which was comfortable for me. So, how's the rest of the week been really going? It hasn't been too bad. Work wasn't too bad except for the incident on Thursday, which I cannot wait to talk about because that incident was so stupid. And I really haven't had much in terms of YouTube outside of really just the channels just here at this point in session. And I really don't have much of a big wave of things coming for the channel, especially because next month will be the channel's 16th anniversary, and I'm not doing anything. I've actually just made it a point to not do anything in terms of celebrating the channel's, you know, yearly anniversary because, well, I'm the only one that celebrates it, and when I do point these things out, I feel like I'm pointing these out to the wrong group, or maybe just no one cares at all. So it actually just really helps me not have the pressure of having to constantly, react to, hey, look, it's been a year, a whole year now since, my channel has done this, and this. And I'm actually just okay with that. Actually, I'm actually really happy about it because there's less stress that I have to deal with. And, less stress makes things better, right? Right. So, I am formulating my next wave of plans for the new year. Once I start doing my taxes, the first thing that I want to tackle is, of course, the Switch situation, which I already have that in hand. The next thing I know people want to ask is, how is the tooth situation going? Not very well. I definitely do know I need to update you guys on that situation. So a few weeks ago, I did speak to the dentist office, but I never received a call back from them on anything. I have not heard from them. I think at this point it's just safe to say that the dentist office cannot or will not be willing to work with me, and I have to find another situation to, on how to deal with the tooth situation that I'm having now, which at this point I've already stated that I wanted to leave Western Dental for this reason. But now I really don't know where to go in order to get my dental situation settled. Um, because I do have Alameda Alliance. I don't have Alameda Alliance. I'm like, I don't because I wouldn't have Alameda Alliance. They're not dental. That's medical. I don't have what was it? Oh, I currently just don't have um like a 100% safe way of dealing with the two situation, because all the dental providers have either just zonked me out or at a point just said, yeah, they don't want to work with me, but not really saying they don't want to work with me. So at this point, I'm just basically going to call my provider once again, express the situation to them as best as I possibly can, and then just try to figure something out, because no one's gotten back to me. No one's tried to get back to me. At this point, I'm just ready to just move on into the next phase of things. Where it's just, like I explained to them, I just want the tooth out at this point. I don't want the situation to get any worse than it probably already is. And without anyone really checking over me, the only things I can really do are, maintain a decent and healthy way of keeping my teeth okay. Which I am brushing my teeth. I don't floss, which is an issue, I know. But I hate flossing, and every time I floss, it just hurts my gums. So that's an issue that's, right there that needed to be addressed. But I'm not paying $40 to see what um, they said to see a gum specialist. I'm not spending $40 to go see someone to have them tell me, yeah, you gotta need help with your gums, and it's still not pointing me in the right direction. So probably Monday I will call the dentist's office once again, see what they say. Try to conduct myself with a little bit of peace, but if they really just, beat around the bush, I'm just going to tell them, listen, if you can't provide me with the support, I just want you to say it now. Because if the dentist who is supposed to be doing the work just doesn't have time in her schedule, then there's no need for me to wait on her. I'll go and look for someone else. I'll file my grievance and just keep it pushing. Because every time I file a grievance, it just feels like it's going overhead, and it's just like one thing after another after another. I've been waiting for this tooth situation to be dealt with since September. It's now going into the new year, and no one has really helped me with anything, to the point where I do want to find another dental provider and start trying to figure out things there. I might even have to go to Alameda Alliance and see if they'll be able to help me find a dentist who was willing to work with me, worth my pay, and work with just finding a solution to this. Oh, and actually has an exodontist on site, because that is clearly the issue that has been going on, is that all these dentists I've been calling or trying to get some work done with, we're supposed to have exodontists. They're the ones that do the crowning, and they're supposed to help with getting the situation dealt with, but have not. So I will be looking into another. I just gotta find someone who's willing to do it, and I'll pay for it. I mean, especially because tax time is coming, so I'll have the money to pay for it, as long as it's a reasonable and fair price, and I'll be able to pay for it offhand. But outside of everything that's been going on, this has been a hellstorm, and I know many of you have been very concerned about me and been worried about me, and I just want you guys to know that yes, I'm dealing with this as much as I mentally, physically, and emotionally can. It's just been extremely draining, the whole situation. So I do thank you guys for keeping up with me on that. There is, of course, some Yu-Gi-Oh news. Yu-Gi-Oh is now printing these really cool full art concepts of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'll do a video on it when I get the chance. I just haven't had to, because they keep releasing so much information at once. And then the Charmer video just came out. The first wave of Yu-Gi-Oh Chronicles, the Charmers just came out, and they primarily wanted to focus on Area, the Water Charmer, but they did include the others as well. So Issa, Winnie, and Hita have all been, put into perspective as well. It's just that this is definitely not the Charmer stuff I was expecting. I love the artwork. I think everything about it is adorable. They are basically giving the girls their chance to shine. They did get a little Link Monster and 2 new support cards, a monster in the main deck and a spell. But let's be 100%. Do I think that this is going to help Charmers? No, Charmers are not going to be competitive as a actual deck. They're going to be more so of an archetype that is going to use its branching pathways to basically um, put themselves together to form an, well, not even form an archetype. They're just going to be aggressively stable for whatever legit reason they're going to have to be aggressively stable, which is good. But the problem here is that, yeah, it's the Charmers just getting cards just to say, hey, we didn't forget about them. We just really don't have nothing that we want to really do with them. And I think at that point, that's fine too. Konami doesn't want to put the effort into the Charmers, fine. Just gives really cool cards, at least. I mean, the Charmers, for the most part, where are their uses? Link monsters who are subversing the extra deck as just casual states for different attributed decks. Monsters who fit in for the category of, we're not 1900 beat sticks, but we're at least some type of generic beat stick to support spellcaster archetypes and keep the spellcaster archetypes going. So, I mean, at least that's relevant, I guess. But in an overall sense, do I think Charmers deserve better? Oh, yeah. I definitely do. Especially because I don't like their Link Monster, because I think their Link Monster should be able to treat us... Like, I have a precise idea of what I want from the Link Monster for the Charmers. And I think a lot of people have to also understand that if you don't have a... Like, they just don't have cohesiveness. And it's not the Charmers' fault. It's not at all. The Charmers have not... Like, it's not the Charmers' archetype's fault. It's just that Konami is failing to do anything with them. And it's making it really hard for those who want to play the Charmer deck. Play the Charmer deck. No, for real. It's making it very hard for them to want to play the deck. So, I have heard some, like, I've given out my own ideas. Like, they need a Link Monster. They need a Boss Monster that conjoins all 6 attributes. Because, yes, we're not going to exclude Lyra and Dark from this. Is it Dirk or Dark? I think it's Dark. But there's like an H there. You know how the English language is. So, Lyra and Dirk, I don't want them excluded. I want them included. Especially considering that you just made the Link Monster. It is like the 7th Link Monster in the archetype. Yeah, the 7th Link Monster in the archetype. A light attributed monster. It focuses on when other monsters of an attribute on the field, they gain points. They gain attack points. I'm just like, okay. And then, like, you search for cards. That's cute. But what else do you bring to the table? You don't. There's no cards that bring negation. There's no cards that bring stability. There's a lot of searching. There's a lot of social summoning. But it's on the basis of someone either being a familiar possessed card, a possessed card, or a charmer. And even then, it kind of just is like, I guess you're doing this, so... Yeah, it's a lot to really figure out and handle, but I feel like this. If we're going to figure it out and handle it, it needs to be done properly so that everyone can enjoy, the whole situation prosperity. I honestly do have some issues with it, and I'll address it in my own video. Because the cards that I am talking about, the 3 new additional cards, they're not coming in the same set. They're actually going to be in a separate set. They're going to be in the main set that's actually supposed to come out in May for us, for the TCG. Well, it'll probably come in May, but it'll come late May. So, yeah, it's a lot of that going on in TCG, I'm not going to lie. And then I was reading some of the comments of people saying, people are going to be... Oh, actually, no. That was for the other announcement Konami dropped, where they're doing actual full art cards of Yu-Gi-Oh cards now. Like, it took you guys almost 30 years to get on the bandwagon, and both Magic, Digimon, which Digimon just came out 5 years. The new Digimon trading card game just came out like 5 years ago. So 5-year anniversary for Digimon. Digimon's been doing full arts for the last 5 years. Pokemon has always been doing full arts. Even had entire like multiple sets with full art cards. Magic has had full art. There are multiple other card games that have done it, and now Yu-Gi-Oh! All of a sudden wants to jump on the bandwagon. Like, guys, wake up and smell the brewed coffee that you are not supporting any of the customers with, because this shit is stupid. It really is, and I was just so baffled. I was just like, really, you guys waited till now? Okay, I need to like switch my cases anyway. Sorry, that was the case to my AirPods. Not the actual case, but like the the like cute little decorative one. I got it from like Target. It was on sale for like $5. Let me see why it was on sale for $5. I'm switching back to my other case because that one was just, one, it was prettier. 2, it was less of a fucking hassle. And 3, it's not getting on my fucking nerves. There we go. Yeah. It's gonna take a minute for it to stay to the adhesive. Or I might have to put some tape in it, but I was already planning on wanting to buy a new case anyway. I just don't like silicone cases, because silicone cases get on my fucking nerves. So, okay. Sorry, I really want to fix this. Come on. There we go. Oh, there we go. Alright. And no, do not take out of context my moans, because my moans and groans are not French Pokemon, which has been the topic of the Discord group, of the stream groups I've been in. Because I've been rewatching some of the live streams from when Johnny was doing his Pokemon stream for the Extra Life event, and one day I'm gonna do a charity event for Extra Life. I just need the resources, the funds, and a standing amount of people to want to give a fuck. So yeah, it's like I said, this box thing that I got is really cute, but it's just really irritating to deal with. So yeah, for like I said, I'm just gonna move into the next wave of things and dealing with the large amount of bullshit that I'm currently dealing with when it comes to with these goddamn headphones. I'm getting a new case. Anyway, so yeah, full arts are coming to Yu-Gi-Oh! I will have a video on that as well, and expressing how I think it's a really cool thing. But I was seeing people in the comment section about, man, the YouTubers are already getting angry about it. And of course, there are a lot of YouTubers who are angry. That's how they make their content, you fucking morons. Like, of course, YouTubers need something to feel their anger off of. What is their best way to feel their anger off of? Using goobers like you as product placement. For shit. Fucking stupid. I don't mean to sound mean, but fuck it. They kind of deserve it when they're just being this goddamn stupid. So. Oh, this is like open a free account to win. No, thank you. I don't want to do that. Okay, we can throw this away now. So yeah, what was I? Yeah. So now the anti-Yugi tubers are running around mad because they want to be anti-Yugi tuber, but you're the one still influencing us Yugi tubers. I don't even like calling myself a Yugi tuber because I do more than Yu-Gi-Oh concepts. But yeah, negative press is still good press. Alright. Anyway, so yeah, that was the thing too. Like I said, I'll do a video on that because I think the concept of the cards look amazing. There's also going to be like new cards for variations of the Ace monsters, a few of the rival cards. So Yugi's Dark Magician, Kaiba's Blue Eyes, Jayton's Neos, on one of Jaden's monsters. I know Zane Cyber and Dragon's got a new monster to play with. Stardust is getting a monster. What is that monster? Was it Red Dragon Archfiend, Utopia, Decode Talker, Odd Eyes Pendulum. So those are all getting new monsters. Unfortunately, yeah, no Rush Duel monster, but I believe Rush Duel has just announced that they're getting some new card support as well. And I need to do a video on some of those new monsters because they're getting another 3-in-1 set. And I'm in love with the Moon cards. The Moon Care cards, as they're called. They're little creatures that look like the Marfay. The Melfi, sorry. The Marfay is their OCG name. The Melfi is their TCG name. It's still cute as fuck. And they focus on dreams, and they have cute little animals and clouds. And then there's these bad bitches called the Underworlders, and they're coming at us as well, and they're like wind attributed zombies. No, actually, no, that's a whole different archetype. But these Underworlder monsters look badass too. They kind of remind me of um, because some of the monsters remind me of the tier element. They have like legit look like the tier element before they became tier element. So I definitely want to take a look at those. I don't know what the other third archetype is. I think it's the zombie archetype that's coming out. It's like a winged zombie archetype that's coming out in Rush Duel. And those cards look pretty badass as well. Um, so I want to take a look at all of this, even though I'm not playing it, Rush Duel outside of the one deck that I play, and then all the other cards that are on like my phone and whatnot. So, really very interested in how all that is going down. Um, has HPJ decided to focus on anything else? No, just that. I didn't want to like overexert myself with anything. I'm still working on my Harpie deck profile for this month as well, but I don't think I really have anything major to want to change. Probably check out the Silk Moss. I'm not looking for any, major assets to the deck um, for the current future. So it's just a couple of here and there things. Nothing big or spectacular to really drag along to you guys or to anyone else. So yeah, that's pretty much just it. Really, it honestly is. Um, and then just wanting to focus on the next wave of content, which is going to be me making an elaborate look at because there's no need for me to look at BT24 unless BT24 has more Mastermind support. It's just Mastermind support is getting so goddamn expensive. I literally just told everyone, yeah, no, I'm not playing Mastermind for right now. Like, I literally did post a video and was like, hey, look, I'm not playing Mastermind right now. If you want to play Mastermind, go for it. But I'm not playing Mastermind right now. I'm going to play other decks, like Sakuyamon, focus on Sakuyamon, enjoy Mikomoto, and keep things as beautiful and as strong as possible with that. But then again, the people who see those deck profiles, they get mad. Digimon players are just Yu-Gi-Oh players in disguise. I don't find any reason to be angry when you don't make a deck that's for their lonely competitive, not touching grass asses. So yeah, it just kind of is what it is. So is there anything else that I wanted to do currently? Not really. Not really, not at all. I just have other things that I want to focus on and just kind of making those my priority. So yeah. And then, like I said, I am going to continue to focus on playing, doing, making my content and everything and just enjoying my best life. So, yeah, that's, like, honestly, that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else major to... Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. You guys, I just mentioned earlier that I wanted to talk about what happened at work. So work was a hot mess this week. And the reason why it was a hot mess this week was because we had this guy come in who just recently joined in as like one of the superiors of the um, one of the new higher up positions in my division. And he basically is just there to, what is it, like, oh yeah, I want to like bring a new edge or flair to like the department, which here we go again. Always somebody want to do something new and edgy. Well, this new energy backfired because my students did not care for it. Basically, they had us make what is it? Turkey, mashed potatoes, green beans, and a roll for lunch. Okay, not a bad idea. Problem, like the kid said, timing, because you made this elaborate. You want us to eat this elaborate meal, but you made, you know, we had to serve it literally with 2 days notice. Not even 2 days notice. Like basically, we had like one day in between. Then the day we were supposed to prepare it, you're only just going to come there to show us how to prepare it, not sit there and show us how to make a whole mess of things. We had food all over the place. The kids didn't even eat it, by the way. I'll get to that soon. Made a whole lot of like elaborate cuts and slashes to fruit. We try to make it look pretty. I just want people to understand. An appearance doesn't mean shit if everything in it falls apart. And that's literally what was happening. Was that everything was just falling apart. So at that point in time, I remember my coworker asked me, she was like, "Why are we still doing this?" And I'm like, "I don't know, but this is just getting really out of hand." And she agreed with me. She was like, it is really getting out of hand. It's just ridiculous." So we ended up, so then at that point, we ended up, like we did it. We did make it. But I agree with her. It was just so unnecessary to do all of it. The kids weren't eating it. The kids actually complained about it. They said, because like I'll go down the whole list. Because I talked to my children yesterday, explained to them, hey, I need you guys to kind of read the room, but I will talk to you guys about what's going on tomorrow when he's not here. Because he obviously just does not care about what you guys are being given and what's being shown and everything. So the kids came to me yesterday and said, okay, so Mr. Joseph, what's really going on? I said, okay, so let me tell you what's going on. Your district wanted you guys to have a holiday meal. What they failed to realize was that this holiday meal was not planned out properly, and you guys did not like it. We were told to have food on hand in case something bad happened, which, yes, it did. Something bad did happen. The kids did not want it. They did not eat it. They did not want to eat it. They were irritated that they had to see it. And a lot of kids, because we served 43 kids, but out of that 43, only 20 of them ate the turkey meal that I was made to provide because they did not want it. They didn't. The kids told me themselves. They said it was bland. It was. I told them and explained to them. I said because they, this guy does not work. You can tell when people have never worked with kids versus those who work with kids and have kids that you don't know what you're doing. You don't. And it's like we tried to explain to him. You can put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig. And that's literally the best definition of things that we could easily do. It's like you can put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. And you're not understanding that yet. You can try to get these kids to eat it, but if they're not willing to eat it, they're not going to eat it. And they didn't. The kids did not eat it. The kids did not want it. They did not touch it. They didn't want anything to do with it at all. And do I blame them? No, I don't. I don't blame my children at all because my children are innocent in all of this. And they basically were just like, we don't want to eat that. I'm like, that's fine. You don't have to. And at that point, I didn't make them eat it. I did offer it to them. But the chicken that I made, which thank God I made chicken, it was ready. So, yeah, at that point, at that time, everybody was just like, what do we do? It's like, there's nothing we can do. We did what we could. We provided a meal that was stable enough that was edible, and the kids chose to eat what they wanted, and that's all we can do. We still did our job. That's the best thing we could do was do our job. And what was it? Yeah, that's basically what we could do. Like there was no legitimate need to be, you know, so angry or rushed about it. No, we did what we were supposed to do. We did our job, and we showed him better than we can tell him. Like these kids do not want this food. They're not gonna eat it. They're not gonna try to eat it. No, they're not gonna eat it. Now some will try to eat it, but a lot of them just did not want it. They didn't. They said, "Ew, this is nasty. Ew, why are you guys making us eat this?" And it's just like, what can I do? What can I do? But I did it. Like I said, I offered it to them. I did the best I could with it, and that was all that really matters. And I heard the kids from what they told me, and I followed their lead, which was let them know when they ask, hey, no, that stuff was nasty. They didn't like it. You know, if you're gonna have someone just come here to show me how to do something, that's fine. But no, that never again. Give us some early notes, and also don't give out a holiday meal like that. That is not a Christmas meal. That is definitely, like my kids said, that is not a Christmas meal. That is a Thanksgiving meal. That should have been served during Thanksgiving, not Christmas. And it would have went even better. See, because why? Kids know better. Kids know. Kids know. Never doubt or acknowledge what the kids know. Okay? Right, for real. So, yeah, that was the big charade at work. Everything else went perfectly fine. I did get a new mug. My coworker brought me a mug. It was really cute. It's a Santa cup. It's really cute. But damn, I have no room in my cup drawer right now because I have so many cups. I have so many cute cups from work, and cards and stuff from over the years. So yeah, it's sad, but it's true. Sucks though. But hey, it's life. Any future plans or ideas that you guys would like to know? No, not really, because I don't really have anything big coming up planned outside of what I'm already planning on doing. I will let you guys know if things change or if there's anything new coming, so you guys will be, ahead of the curve. Outside of that, really, that's it. I don't have anything big or major to talk about. I guess I just let everything know, but podcasts, yeah, are still gonna happen. I have now decided to come back, and I'm gonna do a video on that as well. So thank you guys so much for listening to the HPJ Podcast 24. 25 will be next week, and of course that will be in remembrance of Christmas. Yay! So happy holidays to all of you. Thank you guys so much for watching the content. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions and stuff, you can leave that in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll just catch you all next time. HPJ signing out. Take care.